it's me. Oh god. Hello. I just saw my I just saw my mic is really peaking. Sorry.
Oh my.
I know.
Oh my.
It's not here, not properties. It's under.
Is your mic peaking or you just...
Shut the fuck. I'm just gonna put the gain down by a few decibels here.
Don't put the game down. It's a positive game about
Yeah. Please let me know. Sorry about that. I'm tinkering around with things here. It's a bit difficult. But yeah, we are back with the great Ace Attorney. It's been 2 weeks. So let's see if I still remember what's going on. I remember. For nuts! Woo! Wait, did it not? Okay, there it came. Yay! Da-da-da! Your yellow sheep.
I'm yellow.
Yellow sheep. Yeah. Today we are asking Combs the last question before continuing. That's what I remember. It was like, you can't ask him all of it because then you get roped into story.
And Mina was like, another question. You're supposed to stop now.
No! Yeah, I was so close. Okay, we're gonna ask. Okay, so just a recap for anyone who's coming back. Mrs. Vigil's husband. Wait, where's this guy? Is gone.
David Vigil. That looks definitely 40.
Yep, and Shows with his red hair was being like, the last thing I want is to find someone, and then she comes by and is like, please find my husband. So
I need money.
yeah. So that's the general vibe.
So, to the matter of your husband's disappearance, when did you realize he was missing?
Please try not to laugh. It was yesterday.
I'm sorry, yesterday?
It really is recent. Laughably so.
Isn't that day before today?
The truth is, my husband does at times have occasion to spend the night away for his work. It's not at all out of the ordinary for him to not return home at night. But this is different. For him to not make any contact for a whole day. That has certainly never happened before. Oh, my dear Daly, whatever can have happened?
My dear Mr. Vigil, please calm yourself. Now then, have you contacted the police? What am I wearing? I just noticed.
Why, naturally. But sadly, they refuse to listen to my pleas. My husband has only been missing for 1 day. I was asked to wait patiently at home. Oh.
Also, yeah, this is not true. If you think somebody is going to get missing, do not wait. Just
fire. No. This is bullshit.
Do not wait. Just go and.
Yeah. No, this is bullshit. Like, the whole 24.
The longer you take, the bigger the chances are that nothing going to.
Yeah, exactly. Like, when it comes to missing people, the whole like 24 hours or it doesn't count thing, no. Especially the younger.
Yes. If you expect someone to be at the place and he isn't, and you have zero contact with them.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, exactly.
In short, Mr. Vigil, I concur with the police.
I get that he's an adult and everything, but still.
However, let us not be hasty. Yeah, but again, if somebody was kidnapped, let's say, then the longer you wait...
Yeah, exactly.
I see no reason why we should not engage my deductive powers to track your husband down anyway. For money. That I will not take.
Thank you, Mr. Shaw.
And furthermore, let me assure you, a chance to solve the greatest problem known to man, the disappearance, another man has no bearing on my decision. I seek only to put a sweet smile on another Londoner's face. That's really all there is to it.
Yes, you have my eternal gratitude. I shall pay any sum you care to mention. You seek only to put the sweet rent in your landlady's purse. That's all there is to it. Yeah. He's not wrong, Mr. Sholmes.
I am not. Thank you for everything you have shared with us, Mr. Vigil. I believe I have all the information I need to begin my investigation.
Oh, please report to me soon with good news, sir.
Fear not, madam. In a day or two, I shall be contacting you with a heartening report, I'm quite sure.
So soon. Oh, how splendid, Mr. Sholmes.
Good news should be delivered early, I always say.
Sure.
If you would be so kind as to leave the photograph of your husband in my possession.
I mean, what else, right? Okay, nice. Yay!
Nice.
Now we have a better picture of him.
Thank you now. Allow me to show you the door.
Yes, you do. That's the dude. Right there. I can't thank you enough, Mr. Sholmes. You've been simply marvelous.
You know, I think it every time, Hurley. But how do you come up with such nonsense? Good news in a day or two? Are you sure?
I can be sure, of course, but then I didn't swear on it.
You sneaky bastard.
I merely gave the good woman some hope. I hope to be able to give her good news, one might say. After all, the rent must be paid by the end of the by the end of the day tomorrow. By the time I've successfully located Mr. Vigil, we shall be mutually relieved. Don't you agree, Mr. Naruhodo?
Don't look at me with those pleading eyes. Don't you dare.
Well, my dear fellow, do you hear the details of the case?
Yes, my hearing is surprisingly good, actually.
Oh, excellent. Excellent!
Excellent!
And what did you make of it?
Well, I was surprised to learn where her husband worked. At Barclay Prison, I mean.
Yes, London is a pretty small place. Only 20 people live here.
That's
I
true.
still noted that.
Of course, especially with the mention of Lowgate Cemetery. Alright.
Lowgate Cemetery is all the rear of Barclay Prison. So it was renowned among us students at the university for being haunted by the ghosts of condemned convicts.
Yikes. Barclay Prison is where that notorious man was incarcerated. The professor. The professor. Professor.
And now a warder from the prison has mysteriously disappeared, it would seem.
It's all very peculiar.
Indeed, but I think you can handle, I'm quite certain, Mr. Naruhodo.
I don't know, man. Sorry? What?
Run along to the prison and see what you can glean, would you? It's the prison governor you want? No doubt, the man is equally worried.
But aren't you gonna go yourself?
Goodness gracious, no. Surely you needn't to ask. I can't possibly be seen out with this hair. Not this outfit, of course.
Oh fuck, I forgot that.
What do you mean you forgot?
I mean what I say and I say what I mean. I forgot.
Means. That.
That. That. But didn't you go to Lime Street with that hair?
That was quite a different matter.
Hmm.
So I leave it in your capable hands. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm rather busy.
My god. For fuck's sake, Mr. Sholmes. Of course you are. Of course you are, Mr. Sholmes.
Mr. Sholmes?
Yeah, I guess we better leave.
What do we do?
No, that was not what I wanted to click. Fuck. I'm gonna try to have another arc. Fuck. I'm gonna figure out which one of you I missed. Well.
Yes.
Well.
Well.
Barclay Prison is on the outskirts of London, backing onto a lonely burial ground. Its four high outer walls loomed quietly before us in the fog. Having requested a meeting, we were shown to the governor's office in the watchtower. Okay. Oh wow.
Oh no.
There's a lot going on here. Where do we want to start?
Bird.
Yeah, a very fat bird that I'm concerned about how they got in there.
Why did you say the bird is fat? The cage is too small.
True, but I have never seen a bird so large. He's very round.
Wow.
Very, very
The
round.
Laptus, you know.
Yeah. And you have the taxidermied head of a deer.
The Laptus, you know.
Yeah. A guillotine grandfather clock. An axe. There's a lot of stuff going on. Ah, yes.
Voluptuous, indeed.
I guess it's your
Look
turn.
at this man.
Yeah. Guess you're
Look
gonna
at
have...
this voluptuous man.
Ah, yes. He doesn't beat Kaito, though. No one beats Kaito.
We didn't see the profile yet, Mina.
I don't care.
Wow, I see.
Yes.
Yeah. The place is full of hardened criminals, Akane. I remember the last time this video was down here. And you didn't want to talk to him, but to me?
What the hell is that?
I am not sorry.
It's okay. Who are you imitating with this voice?
Okay, now who I am. I'm the governor of Barricade, huh?
Oh, yes, it's a pleasure. Yunosuke Naruhodo, defense lawyer.
I'm channeling my Polish Irish.
I see. Interesting.
Oh, an incident I see. Does that mean?
Yes, I'm a visiting student of law from the Empire of Japan.
Japan? Dare say Japan?
Yes?
You sure it's not a Japanifornia? But there's no any other kind, laddie. Maybe you should try the prison next door, eh?
I didn't notice another prison next door, sir.
Oh.
Anyway, we came to ask you some questions about...
I didn't like to be a direct, but... I've no intention of speaking with you like to you, suspicious-looking yesternness. Now get out of my hair.
So as soon as he finds out that we're from Japan, he reacts like this. That surely means...
He's racist.
Naruhodo-san.
he's a xenophobic.
It's like, the answer is very simple. Like, you're being very kind to him, Susie, but still.
I think it's because of the professor case.
You think so too? 10 years ago, Genshin Asogi, also known as the Professor, was incarcerated at this prison. And then, after his execution, he apparently re-emerged from his grave in the cemetery behind the prison.
I might have known it! You're sniffing around a booted case, aren't you? You agents, eh? Out of the Professor Great Weapon Adapt.
What are you talking about? He was literally
Did you ever heard about QAnon?
He'd be a QAnon nut, alright. Wow. He would be. I can, it's sad because I can see it.
The professor's in it.
Sad because it's
He had
very...
pencils in his pockets.
No, not at all. What the fuck? We're just...
So where the hell is even Japan? Isn't it out frat? Come that way, I'll be fine a punch I thought.
We're going! Jesus.
Like the worst part about it is I cannot do it with my deeper voice because
Yeah, I got
my brain just wouldn't work then.
Clearly the Ghost of the Killer still haunts this place. We're not gonna get anywhere here. Unless we can somehow prove to this man that there's nothing suspicious about us. Well, I know when we want to convince scary men, who we want to go to. Governor Caden. What are you thinking, Mrs. Little?
I feel sure that name came up in conversation recently somewhere.
What you talking about, Laddie?
I was wondering if whoever mentioned him might have some ideas to help us.
Come to think of it, I have the same feeling. Well...
Oh, do it now, Laddie.
Damn it!
I said, you do it!
Vitamin boutique. Okay,
Yeah. Na, 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 na. I know where you need to go, and you know it too. No.
No, I don't.
Then you don't know, okay.
I don't... Wait! Right, Daddy mentioned
Yes,
it,
now
right?
you know, okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I was trying
Look
to
at
think
this
of...
busy man.
I was trying...
Busy man!
He's so
very
busy! I was trying,
Also-
because I was is this the one where Iris is in again, or is it... No. It's Daddy.
The busy man being busy.
That's Professor Mikotoba over there, looking extremely busy.
So busy. Ah, hello you two. I was just taking a moment to catch up on the work now that I'm unpacked. And I'm extremely
But
busy.
where's Judge Jikoku?
Well, yes, he's not relaxing sort. He's taking himself off to pay his respect to all the legal bigwigs.
Having only just arrived in the country today? Goodness, he's full of energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, full of vigor, yeah?
Yeah, full of vigor he is. Professor, you mentioned something before. About how you'd known the present governor at Barclay Prison.
Oh, Governor Caden, you man.
So it is the same man! I knew it!
Yeah.
Father, we must speak with the governor. But he refused to talk to us. He said we were suspicious Easterners.
Also, I'm sorry to ask you, Suzato, but what the hell are you wearing?
The Irish special,
Where's
Father.
your traditional kimono?
Hi, Talon.
I don't know.
This is the Irish
What do you
special.
mean did you know how
Hello,
much it
Talon,
costs?
welcome. Well, I put it in my closet. Sweats.
Sweating. Profuse sweating.
Well, I'm sure if I accompanied you, it would be a very different story.
Oh, would you? That would be wonderful, if you have time now.
No, I'm busy.
You got dealt
Okay,
2
as you can
ads?
see,
Oh no! I'm so
sadly.
sorry!
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
pretty
sorry
sure-
about that. Like,
yeah, I'm pretty sure it
yeah, you
forces
cannot
me to
control
do
it,
it.
Mina.
Yeah.
You literally cannot control it because
Yeah.
it's like you don't get ads when you are subbed, and also you usually don't get ads if somebody doesn't set it up. But sometimes Twitch is like, no, let's put ads.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, like you can't
Yeah.
avoid it. I think you need to have at least one of them ticked. Like I tried to untick it and you just
Yeah.
can't.
It's like it's hard. Like even if you do that, sometimes it doesn't work and it just goes. You
Yeah.
know?
I miss you too. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
He's such a
Sadly,
liar.
as you can see, and I still am. I'm very busy. at
You're
the
not
moment.
busy drinking coffee in a comfortable settee.
Listen, Haruho, don't you know that resting is extremely important?
Shut the fuck.
Oh no, Pat, Naruhodo, Pat. Not really tall, are you? I have a rather lot to prepare for tomorrow, you know.
Oh, sorry. I didn't say that out loud, did I? No! Your brain is just very leaky. You Mikotobas are alarmingly good at reading people's thoughts.
Or could it be that you, Naruhodos, are alarmingly bad at hiding your thoughts?
Let's not fall out now. I have an idea.
Scribble. What's he writing on that piece of paper?
Oh, I forgot. I'm in England. I can't write in kanji.
Ah, shit! Need to rewrite it. Just give me a sec.
Here's a letter of introduction for you. Hopefully, when he sees my name, he'll change his tune.
Ah, thank you. Ooh, I want to see it.
Couldn't Susato just say, "Hey, I'm Mikotoba"?
Yeah, my name is Sato Mikotoba. Why the fuck? I want to see it. It has a little squiddly. Professor Mikotoba has wonderful handwriting, doesn't he?
I cannot read it.
This dark-suited young man is not in the least bit
untrustworthy.
Is it just me, or does that make me sound extremely untrustworthy?
I do wish he'd at least called you a nice young man.
So,
I'm really not sure that would help.
like, general problem when you call us that someone is not something negative implies that
Aha!
that
I
should
knew
be
it!
something negative.
Aha!
Sorry, I knew there was something else.
Oh, it looks like this is some sort of steamship ticket.
The SS Cruise, first class cabin, number 1. Yokohama departure, 11th of September. London arrival, 1st of November. Oh, this is where the Professor Mikotoba and Judge Jigoku came on from Japan, isn't it?
Yes, I think it called at Dunkirk on the north coast of France for a night before finally arriving in Dover.
I think it's been almost a year since we arrived in Dover on the SS Budio. It seems a shame not to keep your ticket as a memento of your trip, don't you think?
Yes, I agree. I have mine safely in my diary.
And I keep mine in my wallet, so I have it with me at all times. Oh, well, how strange! Where could it have gone?
Oh, you like this on purpose, Mr. Naruhodo?
Did I imagine it, or was that comment accompanied by a little sigh? Are you trying to make me angry? Are you? Okay.
Good luck then. Chop chop.
Line.
I'm busy, man.
God. Is there anything funny to look at over here? Sure. No, okay. Not here.
But again, like it's so fun, like to say that, but like, yeah, when you want to be alone, you are busy trying to be alone.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
What you doing here, little laddie?
Here, eat this. If you just cast your eyes over this, Governor Caden.
What is this Japanese scribbles? What is that? They cannot pull the wool over my eyes, you got nothing Japanese student. Mikotoba.
Wait, I didn't even notice all of his like pins in his belt buckle and shit look like bars, like all of it.
Yep. Yeah. And also the striped freaking vest.
Yeah, the striped vest also adds to the atmosphere.
That the old jug from the forensic laboratory, that Mikotoba.
Yes, exactly, him! That guy.
Oh dear! Perhaps I should have said something sooner.
Susato!
I'm Yuji Mikotoba's daughter, Susato.
Jinx, you're the young Miss daughter?
Yep.
And yeah, I didn't think to mention that before.
I do apologize.
Confused Susato noises.
Yeah.
I'm
When you meet
sorry?
your parents, when you meet your parents' acquaintance and just like,
Why didn't you say that before?
You
What
cute too.
well, you best take a sit then. Can I offer you a cup of tea, perhaps?
Wait. And yeah, the cookies.
And don't forget to try one of the way handcuff biscuits.
Handcuff
Also,
biscuits.
like this is one of those cases when you don't know if the cup is so small or his hand is so big.
Yeah, exactly. Like, is he just that large? We don't actually
Or the
know
cup
because
is that small.
I don't think since he's a minor character, I doubt he actually has an official height. That's the problem with a lot of Ace Attorney characters, is that you don't actually know how big they are. So he might be very large, but we don't know. Your father's influence is nothing short of amazing.
I'm bitterly regretting not announcing who I was from the outset now.
Rihodo enters the freaking office. Here I comes! Susato Mikotoba, daughter of Yuji Mikotoba. The non-locum judicial assistant Esquire. Oh man, what can I do for you, hen?
Locum student Naruhodo Esquire and non-locum legal assistant Esquires. Jesus Christ.
Well, we're currently investigating a case.
One of the many, eh?
It's one of your warders, you see. He's gone missing.
Missing?
That's right. It's surely been reported to you as well, being the prison governor.
Where did you put it down? Explain.
Just like
I haven't heard nothing of the story. like,
just throws it on the floor.
like, not even then, Mina. You cannot just put it on the floor. The floor is much lower. He just drops it.
Yeah, exactly. He like the second his hands go out of frame, he just like shush, and then just puts his hand on his.
The non-missing
And
person in the
and
prison.
all of it is like pulling around his shoes.
Oh,
What? How can that be?
it's Mr. Daly Vigil, your chief warder.
Yeah, Vigil.
That's right. His wife came to us and asked us to investigate his disappearance. Let's
As
skip
a
the part-
wife.
Let's skip the part about him only going missing yesterday for now. Clearly that means something to him.
Would you be so kind as to tell us what you know, sir? Please.
I, of course.
That was a weird reaction. We understand that Mr. Vigil is the chief warder here at the prison.
I thought he was.
Was?
Strong sense of responsibility and dedicated to the job, no doubt about it. It was a fine order.
Sorry, did you say was?
Oh, somebody knows English here. He doesn't work here no more. He left the job.
Oh my!
When was this exactly?
That question, what was it about? It can't have been much less than 10 years ago now?
What the fuck has he
Yeah.
been doing for the past 10 years then? What? 10 years ago? He stopped working here 10 years ago. Wait. What?
Ha? Are?
Nanu?
Nanu?
Arre, arre. I remind it. They can. I haven't heard the fella's name in all the time. That's a wife has gone missing though.
But Mrs. Vigil made no mention of it. I mean, the logical
doesn't
answer
know.
is then that she doesn't know, right?
She doesn't know, Mina. She lacks critical
I
information.
think
though.
perhaps, Mr. Naruhodo, that his wife simply doesn't know. I think she's unaware that he no longer works here.
So that means that he didn't tell her, essentially. So he did a lie. Governor Caden, can you tell us what happened? Why did Mr. Vigil give up his job here?
That's important, is it?
Yes, I believe it may be.
What are you thinking, Mr. Naruhodo?
I can't help wondering, given that it was 10 years ago.
Ah!
Which was exactly when the professor was being held at this prison. Profused sweating.
So, Mr. Vigil actually resigned from the position of Chief Warder 10 years ago, you're telling us? What happened to make him leave the job?
In actual fact, he didn't leave the job willingly. He had no choice in the matter.
You mean he was dismissed?
It was after a particular walk.
Sorry? A walk? I'm assuming it's like a...
Yeah, walk. Aye, that's all what I didn't care. I walked to the gallows.
Ah, yes. An execution. Dang.
It's a job for the chief warder to prepare the gallows tree and oversee an execution, see? Only Vigil did something unthinkable on the last walk he was manning.
What did he do?
I'm sorry, but I cannot reveal that information.
I get it.
I can tell you that it's very rare for Chief Ward to be relieved of his post.
But why wouldn't Mrs. Vigil know about it? She appears to be under the impression that her husband still works here.
I wanna hack him, nothing about that, I'm afraid.
I'm assuming that he probably staged a prison break. That's the most likely I can think of. Like, why else would he be alive?
Gods.
At least he did something to get... I mean, it might not have been a prison break, but like, he did something to get the professor away from the gallows. Because otherwise, why would he be alive, you know? Maybe a failed prison break, since he did end up dying in the end. I don't know.
But outside the prison.
Yeah, I mean, he might have. He got outside the walls, and then someone was like, "Nope." Bonk.
God was like, what the hell is that?
God was like,
doing?
lightning, and then he died. I mean, they were talking
I waited for you. And God was like, I waited for you here, you dingus. Why? And you were late. And I was like, what the hell is he doing? Like, wait a second.
Yeah. Can you perhaps answer one more question about the circumstances of his dismissal?
Funny. And what would that be then?
That last execution that Mr. Vigil was responsible for overseeing. Was it by any chance the professor's? My thoughts exactly.
Maybe. I'm sorry, I really am. I'm not at liberty to answer that.
I see. My father came to Britain all those years ago in order to study forensic medicine. But you seem to have been well acquainted.
The dead room, the prison, and the cemetery have a lot to weigh on another. After all, they need fresh corpses for forensic research. You can?
Yes, I can imagine. The advancement of medical science isn't always particularly palatable.
Your father worked in the laboratory just on the far side of the graveyard.
Oh.
The embarrassment of Assan's sinners is still in use today.
Saint Sinners. That's come up before, I'm sure. Yes, that's right. We've been there.
Mikitoba and I have used to ride in a carriage together and negotiate terms.
For more fresh material, I suppose.
Aye, and we used to sit in there for hours and gab on this section and all sorts. Oh, it takes me back, oh. Over a pot on tea on a plate full of coffee biscuit, of course.
I'm gonna try to make cuff biscuits. That's so great. I love it. How charming. We have marketable cuff biscuits. Together with the execution of your family member, do you want a plate of cuff biscuits?
Was a good fellow, your father, reliable and dead set on his work. And I'm afraid I never understand you Japanese.
Because of Genshin Asogi, I suppose.
Well, I cannot tell you anything else.
Thank you so much for your time, Governor.
Oh, one more for you, away, hand. I'm sure I have it here somewhere.
Ah, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he has an axe at his side.
Of course.
I love it.
Why wouldn't he?
Look at that. He can use the environment. Oh my god.
Teleports back. Ah, found it. Yeah, take it as we souvenir of your visit to the prison.
What is it?
That's Vigil dismissal notice. It's 10 years old now, of course.
Oh my, are you sure?
Aye, it's no trouble at all. It's not the original mind.
harsh reprimand incurred by Mr. Vigil 10 years ago that resulted in his losing his job as a chief warder of Barclay Prison. Thank you very much, Governor Caden. Does it say anything more? Chief Warder Daily Vigil is relieved of his post with immediate effect for having violated Clause 132 of Her Majesty's Code of Conduct for Prisons. All rights to redundancy pay and other financial benefits are fully revoked. Aiding and abetting the escape from this prison of Conway Genshin Asogi just prior to his execution. Details of this escape are still being investigated. Full cooperation with inquiries will be expected. Additional indications are that the jailbreak plot was conceived prior to the convict's incarceration. It's believed that the convict engaged in some form of negotiation with prison staff in order to secure assistance. Full disclosure of information regarding these negotiations will be demanded. I knew it! Like, what else, right? And then they must have been found out, and that's why he ended up dying in the end. Perhaps. Thank you very much, Governor Caden.
And in return,
Do not come back.
I'm going to show you my back. Do me a favor and never come back here. The case is closed.
It really isn't, but okay.
Yes, it is.
No.
Yes.
That's what they want you to think. Well, I think we ought to return to Baker Street for the time being.
Oh my god, did you just say they? Do you mean QAnon?
Yes, I agree. We need to report back to Mr. Jones with what we found out about Mr. Vigil. Shut the fuck up. Oh my god. I will find you.
It's the professor's web of freaking agents, Isaiah, Italia, laddie.
I will find you and you will eat a shoe.
Why are you an agent of the professor? What are you trying to do? You Nipponese.
What will he tell Mrs. Vigil, I wonder? Oh. Shomus? Shomus? I'm just waiting for when we walk back here and the whole place has been exploded by another bullshit experiment.
An Asogi mask.
Ah, yes. That Asogi mask is gonna cause a death. I know it. Just look at it ominously sitting there. We're back! I have no idea. Is this Iris? Shall we say it's Iris?
Hello, you two.
Yeah, hello!
Okay, it is. Good.
I thought you'd be back before long, so I baked some scones for us all.
No cuff cookies. Oh, so that's what the delicious smell is.
Greetings, my dear fellows. It is I, Ultra Instinct Hairlock.
Okay, I'm gonna change this close back. This is driving me crazy.
I am Ultra Instinct Hairlock.
This is driving me crazy. I'm sorry. We're just gonna. Just the Carmen
Why,
is
you're
last.
tracking?
Do you... I'm dying. I'm sorry. I can't deal with it. Okay.
That was a nice stream.
Yeah. Special content. Did we have the costumes? Fuck you.
I'm
keeping the other two. It's literally called Jumble Mix. Like. There we go. He's back to normal now.
You've returned a good deal sooner than I was anticipating.
Hello, Mr. Sholmes.
Hello, Mr. Jones.
Say nothing, your thoughts are already all over your faces in any case. It turns out that it might have been advisable to test my hair color restoration tonic before application.
No way.
Oh my.
Pray tell me, what of our warder friend? Have you gathered some new information?
Oh, yes, something very surprising, in fact. There's not a patch on your hair, to be honest.
It most certainly isn't, but still, we discovered that.
Shams!
For someone to be I don't know. I just don't know.
We know who it is.
Oh shit. Tell me everything, Jones! This is more important! Gina! Jesus Christ. Oh no. I can't with her lines sometimes. This one always gets me. I can't believe it.
Oh my god, I just got it. Yeah, I know.
What's happened? What's happened?
Clearly, a very grave matter indeed. Also, my outfit changed. For Miss Lestrade made no mention of my hair whatsoever.
Oh no. It's the boss! What do you mean? Inspector Gregson? Oh no. Shit! Fuck! The boss he's dead! What? What? They just found his body! Shot with a pistol. What? Huh? But, Inspector Gregson! He was murdered?
No! Not Grexy.
I can't get her voice out right now. Fuck me.
Come in, my dear girl. Tell us the whole story.
I love he just has a switch. Like this is the real Sholmes. I kind of like
Maybe he's the fake one now.
Fuck you. I'll choose one.
Who you are to decide.
This is... Are you serious, Gina? Inspector Gregson was... I'm pretty sure like this is like the first recurring detective that they've bonked off. There was another notable example, but let's just not on that one. I mean, we've already spoiled everything, but still.
What?
No, I'm saying that I'm pretty sure Gregson is the first recurring detective in an Ace Attorney game to have been bonked off. Just very surprising. I said recurring.
Okay, technically Gregson is recurring, okay.
I mean, yeah, he would have appeared in 3 games, right? Like...
Wow.
If
now you're just making assumptions.
Are you serious, Gina? Inspector Gregson he was really shot? I don't know much about what happened myself yet. That's still there. Investigating the scene.
Where did this take place?
A little rented room in a building full of flats on Fresno Street.
The outskirts of town, nowhere near his home. He was perhaps investigating a case then.
The thing is, the one at the yard knows nothing about no case around there.
Oh, how strange.
The boss he was so good to me. I know I ain't up to much yet, but one day I was gonna show him. I was gonna show him I'd become a proper detective. Oh, everybody's sad. Kill me now. Why does this game always ruin my life? Can we stop? Can I just press the stop button now?
Can I?
Dude.
Oh, Jenny.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Is it a song? Sorry. So, who did this? Do you have any idea who the culprit is? They got him already. Already? Well, they've caught the shooter so soon? Damn. A witness reported something was going on, and the boys got straight down there and took care of him.
Oh, what awful person did this?
I still can't believe it myself.
Gina? What up?
Uh-oh. It was
The Reaper.
what?
Oh, you mean the mythical creature?
Yes. he's just sitting there
Yes,
with
that's
his...
another way to say
He's
it.
just sitting there with his scythe, like, god damn it.
Yeah.
I do this every day, all day. Come on. Wait a minute. You don't mean I get to see Van Seeks in jail?
It doesn't mean I don't have to see a.
They've arrested Lord Van Seeks for it. What?
Oh, really?
That's right. The Reaper bloke's gone and shot the boss. No, Lord Van Seeks.
I never liked you. We're so different.
No, but
you and
he
I.
can't have done it because he doesn't know where his gun is.
What do you mean he doesn't know? He has a finger guns. Objection. Ah! Are you quite sure, Mr. Strat? Is Baron von Zix the police have arrested?
I saw him with my own eyes in the interview room at the yard.
Bloody hell.
I don't believe it. But there were witnesses, and they're all saying it was him.
So you mean...
There were actually multiple witnesses? Great. Great. It's gonna be fun. They heard the gunshot, apparently. And when Locke got to the scene, there was only the boss and that Reaper bloke in the room. Yeah, and who else? There's no way Lord Van Seeks would have taken Gregson's life. I just don't believe it. Yeah, I mean, this is an Ace Attorney game, dude. This is what you're supposed to do.
I don't believe it either. He might suck, but not like that.
Thank you for informing us, Mr. Strad. I'm dreadfully sorry.
Oh. What are you saying sorry for? You didn't do nothing. He probably feels like he failed to, you know, do anything. Well, anyway, I'm taking a cab over to the scene right now. Please come and all, as soon as you can. You've gotta help. Ina. I never thought I would have to see her so sad again.
It's a detective lot to appear whenever some sinister plot has unfolded. Little wonder we all look haggard.
Yeah.
Sometimes these things are almost too much for the nerves.
Mr. Sholmes.
What use is there in being a great detective if I fail to see something like this coming, huh? How could I let this happen to Gregson?
Oh.
Mr. Naruhodo, I shall leave at once to begin my investigations.
Of course, yes, we will too.
It would be helpful if you could talk to Mr. Ripper and see what you can glean.
Oh, really? You think he's gonna talk to us? Well, I guess more likely me than you. He definitely won't talk to you.
I'm sure you were intending to do so anyway.
Yeah, I can leave him.
Until later then.
Shush! Whoosh! That's the sound of him running. Inspector Gregson dead, and Lord Van Seeks arrested.
Bruno! Sissy! I've called you a handsome. He's waiting outside.
Thanks, Iris. Shall we, Mrs. Sato? Yes! It's go time, go time, go time, go time! Go time, go time. Talk to me, baby! Wait. Oh, I see where this is going. Wait, we're going here first? Oh. I guess we are. I really thought we were gonna talk to our boy first. Dang.
Why is there a picture of...
There's a picture for sure. A red wig. A heater. I hope it works unlike mine. This really is an out-of-the-way part of London. I doubt many people find their way down this back street. But this dust-ridden rented old room is where it happened then.
So this is where poor Inspector Gregson lost his life.
Yes, and the police are already hard at work investigating, it seems. I don't see Mr. Sholmes anywhere, though. Guess his investigations have taken him elsewhere. Oi! What do you think you're doing there? Maybe one of them drawers has got to be taken right out so you can look underneath and all. I want the space above the ceiling checked. And don't forget to look inside the chimney stack, too. Blimey! Ain't you lot never gone over a house looking for dough when the owner's out of town? Gina's obviously got some unique investigative techniques she wants everyone to adopt. Oh, so you turned up at last. Mind you, I ain't been here long myself. Hello again, Gina. Shelves has only just left. You're lucky you missed that. He went prancing around in here, pointing to stuff and flicking that out of his and then just scarpered.
Oh, he's finished investigating already, you mean?
Yeah. He didn't stop to say nothing to no one. Not even me. Gina, would you mind if we investigated too? Listen, Otto. You're a lawyer, right? Yes? Why? Well, you're not thinking of trying to help that Reaper bloke, are you? Oh, poor Gina. She's never gonna forget, is she? That trial will haunt her forever.
Gina, if you don't mind me saying, if Lord Van Six really is responsible for this crime, he will be duly and fairly judged in court.
I suppose you're right, yeah. Go on then, Otto. Get investigating. I want to know the truth about what really happened here. Thank you, Gina. Yay! I love her. My baby. I want to just give her a hug. I love her so much. She makes me, but she does make me very sad. Let's talk to her first. Gina, what was Inspector Gregson doing here in the first place? That's what I want to know. Guess what? Half a year since I got out of the clink. That's when I decided to give up me diving and become a detective instead. Oh, yes. Mr. Jones twisted the inspector's arm to agree to take you on as an apprentice, didn't he? Something like that, I think. Anyway, the point is, I didn't really know much about the boss till then. But it turns out, he's a bit of a legend at the yacht.
Goodness, really?
They say he managed to solve some really tricky case, just like that. He did. Yep. And ever since then, he started going on and on sort of investigation, but always on his own. That's, interesting. Okay. No one else at the yacht even knows what half of the case he's working on are, apparently. That's not how it's supposed to work, is it? I know, right? I feel like that's a bit suspicious. So what's the legendary inspector doing in a dingy little room like this?
Thank you. I'm glad you like my voice, Telly.
I'm doing my best. I'm not good with the accent, but I know he had a lot of I know he had a lot of respect for the Reaper and all. And look what that landed him. Respect for the Reaper? In what way? I wouldn't say as much. I take my hat off to that fella. Worse words? Not how the general public feels, is it? Most people are terrified of the Reaper.
Yeah, the boss said that's exactly why he respected the bloke.
I didn't realize Gregson held the Reaper in quite such high regard. Frowns? What? He said something else to me and all. That I didn't need to worry about the Reaper, because he only goes after people what are bad. It did kind of set my mind at ease when he said that. Right. Oh, okay. Seems to know a lot. What is this place then? Does anyone live here? Apparently it's been rented by some cove called Hugh Boone. Hugh Boone!
Hugh Boone? That sounds
So fake! This is sort of here today, gone tomorrow name, that, isn't it? Yeah, he's what we call an unidentified person. We haven't been able to get in touch with him. I see. Well, judging from appearances, I have to say this place hasn't been lived in for a long time, if ever. Right? Well, the last some VR piled them to get stuck into the investigation. But this whole little year, no one knew what to do with themselves.
I do wonder.
Yes, Mrs. Sato?
Well, could it be that this Hugh Boone is in fact Inspector Gregson himself?
What? How could that be?
Well, if he was investigating on his own, it's quite possible. That is, this was in fact some kind of secret office of his.
I'd never even considered that. Nice work, Zeus! We actually follow a line of inquiry like that ourselves. You are? Makes sense.
If you look around the room, you see, there's a few things that hint at it.
You should really investigate this place in detail. Yep. I just want to talk to Gina first.
I see that's where the poor inspector was found. Over there.
Oh my god. Just a little policeman doll and...
Yeah, that's right. They said it was the single bullet what did him in. Apparently the bullet went right through him and struck that candle tree on the wall.
Oh, yes, it's blown one of the candles apart completely. Huh. And the gun used to stay on the floor. There's the Reapers in it, no denying that. What? Really?
How do you know that?
Take it easy. I don't know what to do with myself when you stare at me with them big wide eyes. I'm only saying what I've heard. I don't know much about guns myself. But there's some bigman lawman or whatever who said so. Why don't you ask him? A bigwig lawman, is it? I mean, with the only prosecutor we had gone, there's only one person left who is capable.
Oh! Ouchie?
Yeah, let's bring Ouchie over from Japan.
Suzato!
It's a Sogi, guys.
Why? He's a... Why? Why? He's a...
Anyway.
Why?
Professor Tree runs along under that window there. Like, literally who else? Literally who else?
I know, strong card?
But he's not a prosecutor.
What do you mean?
I feel like he'd probably be a judge if he was anything.
No, Jigaku is a judge.
But yeah, but I don't know. Like, but Strongheart is even higher than him. So how can... F you. Some street sellers just outside who heard the gunshot.
Oh, but I don't recall seeing anybody outside.
Yeah, they've all been taken down to the yard for questioning, that's why. We're talking about the yard saloon during Inspector here, after all. They'll be getting a grilling. Do you think we might be able to speak with those street sellers themselves? I doubt it. The lads of the yard will just want to know what you're snooping for and you'll be up for a grilling and all. So we can't interview the witnesses then. Shame. Okay. Let's investigate. Investidoodle. I'm just gonna take it from left to right. An empty fireplace makes a room feel even colder than it would be otherwise, doesn't it?
It's thick with dust, look!
Okay, so it's definitely not been used, this room.
I think it would be fair to say it hasn't been used in a very long time.
In other words, whoever lived in this room must have been extremely hardy in cold weather.
Or nobody lived here at all, and merely visited when the occasion arose. I would like to say which is more likely.
No, that's right. It's one or the other.
Oh, it's a photograph stand. I suppose it must be a picture of one of Inspector Gregson's family members. Oh!
What's the matter? Your eyes look like they're about to pop out of your head.
They are! Look! Miss Naruhodo, quickly!
Oh shit, it's Mrs. Vigil. Why do I feel like this woman is familiar somehow? Oh my god. Does she have no facial recognition? Just like not even a
No, that's not her, definitely.
No, not her at all.
Like the outfit is different, the hair though is kinda...
It's fair. No, it's not. She's just not wearing the hat.
No, the neck piece is completely different.
Yeah, that's literally the only thing that's different. She has the same hair.
And the hair!
No, it's it's the same. Look, she has.
How?
She has the sides that are kind of swooped up. She has the same hair. She's still wearing a hat. It's just not as long, but it's the same hairdo.
Of course she's familiar. We met her only this morning.
Ah, it's Mrs. Vigil! Yes, okay, thank God.
This makes no sense. Why would there be a picture of Mrs. Vigil in here?
I guess Hugh Boone might be her husband. To be frank, your name is June Frank. I don't think I've ever been more stumped.
I'm sorry to say, I have no idea either.
Okay. Yes.
This looks like some sort of notice board or something.
And it's absolutely covered in scraps of paper.
Ah! Mr. Naruhodo, look!
This you mean? It's an autopsy report, isn't it?
And these are case notes here, and details of prison
No.
inmates.
Yes?
You know how you have tabs open that has upcoming like something the premiere or stream, right? And then just suddenly start playing and you're just confused.
Ah.
And go to tabs which is one's playing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, in fact, they're all the sort of documents that only a detective could normally acquire. What on earth went on in this room?
Some old newspaper cuttings. Ah! And this one here.
Oh yes, the advertisement, you mean? To the Red-Headed League. Dang! But why? What's that doing here?
Whoever occupied this room was clearly interested in it for some reason.
Excuse me!
Oh, Inspector. Oh, sir.
Poor man. He can't possibly be able to focus on investigating when he's so upset. Oh! Oh! Is there anything over here I've forgotten? No. Then let's go over here. Excuse me.
Sorry, sir. Can't see a thing, sir. Too many tears, sir.
Right. Perhaps I'd better leave you to your work then. Good. This is presumably the murder weapon then. Good.
Oh my! It is real, I suppose.
I think so. Guns are so rare in Japan, I really know very little about them.
I miss you too. It's okay, I'm right here. Right here. Mina's right here. There's only one way to know for sure, Mr. Naruhodo. Fire a shot!
No! No. If I did that, I'd be looking for a skilled lawyer to represent me in court. Slightly safer to just ask someone who might know, I think. Durung.
There's a little doll.
Oh, what's this?
It would appear to be a little model policeman. It's rather charming, isn't it? In a way.
Seeing as it's on the floor here, do you think it belonged to Inspector Quickson?
It's a little hard to imagine Lord Van Seeks playing with something like this.
It's only about 8 centimeters tall. It could have fallen out of someone's pocket, I suppose. 8 centimeters, that's not a lot. Like... Oh wow, it's actually way smaller than I thought. I don't know why,
What?
but I had a picture of it being bigger.
What?
I don't know why. I totally missed this line. Wait, 8 centimeters. Oh, that's tiny. Holy crap. That's like the size of a matchbox. Wow.
Yeah.
Tiny! Fine. I think we should record it as evidence, just in case.
Yes, I agree. It's rather delightful after all, in a way.
Oh, I'm gonna investigate the shit out of you! Oh, I will. I know how this kind of stuff goes. Okay, is there anything? Come on.
Like, considering how small it is, right?
Yep.
It's a pretty good work.
Yeah. No? Oh.
The helmet of this charming policeman appears to be a little worse for wear.
I'm not convinced about the charming part, but yes, you're right. The head part looked like it's been fairly heavily manhandled. Almost as if somebody has enjoyed twisting it around and around for fun.
Twisty.
Shall we try twisting it around and around too, for fun? Ah! Ah! What's that?
It appears to be some sort of key.
It's tiny though. Couldn't be a key for a door, not at that size. So what's it for, I wonder? I knew it!
I knew it.
I know this kind of stuff. I know this game. Aha, so it's a key.
Like, I'm going to just say, I really wish Ace Attorney had more red herrings.
Yeah. This looks like some sort of key. Yeah, exactly. You get something and investigate, and it's just like, this is just a normal book. It's like, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, because like it would actually make it like more, you know, difficult, true, but like also like, you know, less obvious in some cases.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, it does. A very tiny and simple key.
What's the little key doing inside a figurine of a policeman in the first place? And what's it for? Okay, well, it's time. Yeah. Okay. Ah! You made it! Congratulations.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Ara.
Hello.
Also, if you really want Mina Sing, I have enough points. Just let me know.
He's basically got enough points to torture me with.
I have like 40k.
What?
Yes.
That's silly.
I
God.
know.
Ever since we came in here, I can't take my eyes off this thing.
Oh, funnily enough, neither can I.
It's a hairpiece, isn't it?
It is! It is! A bright red hairpiece.
I suppose the fact that it's right there next to where the body was found means we have to accept that Inspector Gregson wore wigs, does it?
And it's such a flame-colored red, too.
Yes, that's a color we've come across very recently elsewhere, isn't it?
Exactly. This is a vital clue, I'm sure of it.
Okay. Naruhodo. So I suppose this is where the victim...
That's right. The rope is laid around the body to show exactly how it was found.
So he was very, like, crunched up. Interesting. He was like, oh, like he was grabbing his stomach. Oh, you know.
Poor Inspector Gregson himself has already been taken away.
It will probably be under Dr. Sife's scalpel by now, if not for what happened last week. Guess she's gonna have a stand-in.
From the shape of the rope, it would appear that the inspector was curled up in a ball.
He had a really bad stomach ache. After getting shot in the stomach.
Are you feeling alright, Mr. Naruhodo? You look like you've just seen a ghost.
I know it's just a rope, but, well, it conjures up quite a terrifying image, that's all. Especially with that bloodstain next to it.
Oh, I do understand. In some ways, what we picture in our minds can be even worse than reality.
Settleson is so strong, though. She's taking this far better than I am. Aww. Candlestick, candlestick. The top of one of the candles in this candle holder has been completely blown off.
Yes, there's wax splattered on the wall behind, look.
I suppose if a bullet had hit it.
It does seem likely that the bullet hit the candle, having first passed through the inspector's body.
Now that wax on the wall looks like blood to me. Candelabrum. Sorry. That's not funny. Somebody's very haphazardly nailed those boards over the broken glass, haven't they? You couldn't even really call it a window anymore.
Well, if you remember the window in Mr. Natsume's room, that was totally blocked up with bricks. This one does at least still let in some light, so you could say.
You could say nothing more about it. I'm starting to feel even more sorry for Mr. Natsume now. Okay, I guess it's only you. Excuse me.
If you're looking down on us from the great beyond, Inspector, don't worry. We'll look after the things that they are.
I've interrupted some deep thoughts there. Okay, I think that's everything, right? Yeah. Okay. Did we get anything? Should we try to present her some stuff? What do you make of this? What's that? Evidence? Talk something about what happened, have ya? No, not exactly.
You and you found the evidence.
I ain't been long enough in the job to get all this deduction business yet. I swear I'm gonna get the person what did this to the boss. Okay. Guess not. How about the key? Do you know something about the key? No. Fine! I'm leaving. I'm going.
That we're leaving.
Oh, there's the person. I just scrolled way too far down. Aha! There he do indeed be.
走れそうよ風のように
It's not December yet, shut up! There he is, Lord Ben 6.
踊るパドル
Lord Ben 6 behind bars.
That's true. He really was arrested.
He's sitting with his back to the wall, reading something. I don't think he's
How
noticed
dare
us.
you read?
Lord Ben 6!
Oh no. Fancy meeting you here.
I love it.
Here for some tea. The last place on earth I'd like you to be with the last person on earth I'd like to see.
See, I told you it's hopeless. Why are we even trying? It couldn't very well not come. We heard what happened. That, that Inspector Gregson was...
Go home. Here, have a go home. Just use it.
No.
This has nothing to do with you.
It's everything to do with it. But...
No buts.
Forgive me, Lord Ben 6.
Yes.
But I
No.
must disagree.
What are you wearing?
The Irish Special, sir. Inspector Gregson was very helpful to us on a number of occasions. We're indebted to him, at the very least. We owe it to him to find out the truth about his death. You must help us with our investigations, please.
There's really nothing I can tell you.
What were you just reading at the back of the cell there? Was it something related to the case?
This? The yard isn't quite so cavalier with this information as to share case details with the suspect. This is a letter from an old acquaintance.
Oh, who might that be?
Hairbrain? Yeah.
Someone you know, as it happens, Albert Hairbrain.
Of course, yes. I keep forgetting they went to the same university.
And I would like to read my correspondence in peace, so let's get this over with, shall we? What is it that you want to know?
Strange. I mean, let's face it. Lord Van 6 never minces his words. But they seem to have less bite than usual somehow. Maybe it's because he's behind bars and can't actually hurt you now. Sorry. Can you at least tell us your side of the story, Lord Van 6? What happened?
It was 10 years ago. How much do you already know?
We know that the inspector was shot dead in a small rented room on Fresno Street.
And that you were found there by the police when they arrived on the scene and immediately arrested.
We were told that there was nobody else in the room, and that some witnesses heard the gunshot.
And you're well informed. And there's really nothing I can add. The truth is, I don't know what happened myself.
I guess he got set up or whatever. But the gunshot, obviously you didn't fire the gun, did you?
I'm not in the habit of shooting the people I work alongside. I also heard the noise, however. Before I had the chance to investigate, I was apprehended by the arriving officers.
So he doesn't actually know what happened. Okay, so he said a noise. So does that mean, I guess we don't know if
Yeah,
it
that
was a
somebody
gun?
annoyed me, yes.
I see. So he doesn't actually know what happened.
If I might ask, what were you doing in that place to begin with?
I don't need to answer that.
Oh, come on!
I did not have an affair.
Oh,
After all, you're not representing me.
He's gonna need a lawyer, though. And I will be your lawyer. Let me be your lawyer!
No.
Oh. Let me be your lawyer! Who's going to be representing you in court, Lord Vinci?
Anyone other than you, I should imagine.
Oh, I am gonna do it.
would I be right in assuming that you have no representation as yet?
Defense lawyers shy away from any trial involving the Reaper, as I'm sure you know.
But this is different.
In any career of all the defendants I've prosecuted, only 19 have ever been acquitted. Of them, 16 subsequently died in mysterious circumstances. Questions will be asked now.
Surely not.
Surely yes. I assure you, no defense lawyer will want to touch me with the end of barge ball.
Do you just reaches in and like on his shoulder? But you didn't actually have anything to do with those people's deaths, did you?
Or did I? It's been 10 years now that I've been known as the Reaper of the Bailey. Believe me, nobody wants to know the true identity of this killer more than I. However, it seems things might come to a head before I have the chance to uncover the truth about that.
What does he mean by that? Jesus. After the trial, Professor Harebrained was supposed to go straight back to Germany, I thought.
It's a letter to inform me of his safe arrival at home. I arranged his passage by sea and rail. It's a relief, I must say. He should now be beyond the reaches of the Reaper.
Because the Reaper doesn't follow people abroad, you mean?
Yes, so it seems. You stopped little Nipponese friend, for example. Stooped, so
Stooped.
you told me he was keeping well in Japan when I inquired the other day.
Yes, that's right. He's an author now, happily working in Tokyo.
So Professor Harebrained is safely back in Germany now.
Yes. So, it appears our conversation has run dry, like my wine.
There was a 2-second silence, that's all.
Oh, that's a lot. But in any event, if you'll excuse me now, I wouldn't like to detain you.
I was wondering, Lord Ventix, if you'd like. I'd be happy to advocate for you.
You trust me, do you?
Yes, I do. I've heard you speak many times in court. I've seen how you treat people. So I'm quite sure that you would never have taken another's life. It's just, my feelings can't be used as evidence in a court of law, sadly. So I need you to talk.
It's a very generous offer. However, I trust no one.
That hurts.
No, do you
What?
well. Happy that you are in general fucking population.
sad, do you know?
Not the police, not the judiciary, and not you Nipponese.
I hate everyone equally. But please.
Yes, I am not a racist. I hate everyone. You're racist. No, I just don't like anyone. I have no intention of engaging your
Like,
services.
it very much is that it's sort of a misguided... I mean, racism is racism. It is what it is.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
It's very clear that it's sort of from personal trauma, and it's just like, boy.
Also like, and he was like, "Ha, you cannot even afford me."
Oh, well.
Like, did Ryunosuke got paid for any case so far?
No. We don't know how he survives, but it's fine.
No, actually he got paid for one case, but not really.
Yeah, he got like that one coin. Yeah. The chasm between us is just too wide and too deep, it seems.
The best pro bono
No!
attorney at law.
No, I am. I'm gonna come back.
I appreciate if you don't visit again.
Well, sorry, I don't care about what you appreciate.
Wow, you don't respect my boundaries, huh? You have no respect for me.
No, I just know
But
you're a
neither of us
tsundere.
request immortality. Wow.
Yeah.
Remember, I can be your angle.
Perhaps we need to dig a little deeper and find out more about Lord Van Six and what happened to Inspector Gregson. We're gonna corner him with facts. Okay. Okay.
If you write that.
This is where Susato's saying we have to go.
Context. Close at the bottom.
Yep.
Because Zato is the one paying attention.
Yeah, she's like, oh, I don't believe we visited this place for some time. That means go there now. Go there, you bitch. 1st November, British Supreme Court, Lord Chief Justice's office. Okay, we are gonna see Asogi.
You've made a good time. You've made a good time. Are you on express train back to London?
I can hear Lord Strongheart, can you?
Yes, it sounds as though he's talking to someone.
You can hear Lord Strongheart, but can Lord Strongheart hear you?
Gee, Asogi, how come your mom let you have 2 swords? Sorry.
Because you gave me the second one. Oh, right.
Oh, right.
You did that.
Yeah, just that meme. Oh, sorry.
I had a private compartment on the train so I could check all the paperwork.
I hate when it does that. Can you go now? Thank you. Is everything in place?
Is
Okay.
everything in place? No, it's everything in pallets. I actually misunderstood.
It's
Kasuma-sama!
No, I don't want you. Go away.
Ah, your timing is impeccable.
Go
Are you ready
away!
for another lecture?
It Pew protagonist listening to Jonas. It is?
Thou art indeed. And no doubt you have heard the sickening news. The rate of British pound pounded down.
Oh
Of the
no!
recent latest devilry.
Yes.
I'm sure you don't believe it, of course, though, Lord Strongheart.
I only believe
That
in
Lord Van
evidence.
Six could have done such a thing to Inspector Gregson.
He's like, nah, this is as good a time as any to get rid of him.
I believe only in the facts. And the facts in this case point to one thing. The unavoidable accusal of Lord Van Six for this crime.
I don't know why, but that hole in his glove annoys me, like, immensely. Like, that tiny hole. Oh, I'm sorry. It
Mina
just,
is like,
it gets on my perfectionist brain. You know, I'm just like, I just want to close it.
Mina basically, listen, listen, it annoys me greatly, so I want it to annoy you too.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, this is on my nerves, so now you have to know.
We must bring charges against the Reaper for taking the life of our legendary detective.
Oh no, surely not!
It's a truly regrettable situation. Tomorrow the Forensic Science Symposium finally begins. At the very least, though, we can show the world our justice system swift and equitable processes.
Does that mean the trial is tomorrow?
Precisely.
Do you think he's wearing a corset?
I beg your pardon? I do know I have a man boobs, but this is...
I don't know, there's just something about the figure. Don't mind me.
Are you asking me out?
Yes.
That was unexpected.
I mean, he did just win certified most popular character in the Great Ace Attorney, so...
Well, that's actually a fine opportunity for introductions.
Ah! He's back!
This is my new child.
I see. You adopted him.
No, not Kazuma. His name is Bob. His British name is Bob. Please call him that.
Kazuma.
Yes, you can say Bob Sama. Don't be afraid.
Bob Summer.
But of course, you're already acquainted, aren't you? It's your brother.
I swear to God, right?
But it's not your brother?
No. So Strongheart was like, okay, let me put him in the tightest outfit I can find. He's
Nice.
like, get it tailored to his boobs.
How do you have exactly the same size as my measurements? I was prepared. We have the fastest seamstress in Britain.
Cute to Iris in front of the sewing machine, like.
Yeah! Iris, what you doing? I'm trying to pay for rent.
Rush order.
That's why freaking Naruhodo and freaking Susato costume took so long to put on.
Yep.
Mr. Asogi here will be present at tomorrow's proceedings.
That's the prosecutor. Yep.
Leading the defense. Oh wait, the prosecution. Wait, that's still confusing to me.
Wait. What? Kasuma? I mean, who the fuck else? Come on, dude.
You know how the saying goes, Hyori Ite. You just the same side of the same coin. You can be a prosecutor, you can be a defender. Nobody cares. As I'm sure you're aware, he's a very capable practitioner of law.
Kazuma-sama, a prosecutor?
Look at him standing there.
Tiny Asogi. Tiny Asogi.
Should I talk to him first?
Oh my god, I can't. Like,
Who do you want to talk to
listen,
first?
listen. Yeah, but like when shadow doesn't work exactly like they're supposed to, it's freaking just perspective taking weird.
Okay, do you want to talk to Asogi first?
Tiny Asogi, sure.
Okay, let's talk to Tiny Asogi first, because I love him.
Look at him!
Do you think Asogi will get a furrowed brow too?
Probably. He'll also get a
Yeah.
resting bitch face. I mean, he already has.
Yep. Yep.
He already has.
Yes, our prosecutor required to have a resting bitch face. I'm sorry for all the worry I've caused you, but it will be alright now.
Has your memory completely returned?
Yes, completely. I even remember you owe me money. I remember everything.
I wish you'd forgotten about that one.
Including what I was coming here to do.
Right.
Kazuma-sama, I can't tell you how happy I am to see you alive and well like this. But how did you come to be here in London when you were suffering from amnesia?
It was the voice. This past year. I've been hearing it in my head constantly, saying the same thing over and over.
I think you need to get that checked. Just a thought. Just a thought.
Go to London, that's where your destiny awaits. It was that voice that guided me here to London.
I'm so sorry for what's happened.
and then I was like, what's London?
I mean, that's the whole thing about
I know, but like to be funny, like
yeah.
you have this voice in your head. What's London?
Yeah.
Anyway, my memory might have returned to me. There's something that won't return the way it was before.
Huh? What do you mean?
I'm a prosecutor now, so I'm sure our paths will cross again very soon.
Look at him.
I'm back to being tiny.
Back to being tiny.
Look at my crotch, just my crotch belts.
Gee, Asogi, how come your mom lets you have a crotch belt?
Like, for real, why it's so low?
Yeah, I have no idea. He must have some cheeks to hold that up.
Like, listen, like, I understand why, maybe, but it's, like, so exponent, especially with this outfit, and just, like...
Like, I'm telling you, he must have some cheeks to
Yeah.
hold that shit
Oh my
up.
god, do you think it's a recursive sigil from Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sure you can imagine tomorrow's trial will be closely followed all over London. In fact, people all over the Empire will be watching closely to see how it unfolds.
There's no salvation for anyone in a trial prosecuted by the Reaper of the Bailey, and now the Reaper himself must stand in the dock.
Quite so. The public wants answers about the Reaper. Answers about how and why those who escaped conviction subsequently died to escape his death.
But Lord Van Six firmly denies any involvement in such matters.
And there have been thorough investigations that have proven him to be innocent.
That's certainly true, or it has been at least until...
Ah!
Discord is fucking up.
Yep.
Ah, yes.
No, tomorrow's trial.
I'm streaming it to him over Discord, so sometimes it fucks up.
Yeah, it's a revolutionary technique to do that, yeah. Will mark the start of the new chapter in our country's great judicial history.
Look at him just standing there. my boy. So Kasuma will be prosecuting tomorrow.
That's right.
But he's a defense lawyer, Lord Strongheart.
Accomplishing law practitioners cannot pick and choose their roles.
Yeah.
And imagine what it will mean for the prosecution to know the strategies commonly employed by the defense. A devastating combination, wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely. I've no doubt at all that Kasuma will be razor sharp as a prosecutor.
But why Kazuma-sama? There are surely many other highly skilled prosecutors in Great Britain.
This was a personal request. I asked to be assigned to the trial.
God damn it. You
Based
little
on you-
shit. What are you getting up to? you asked for this? But why? Oh, welcome back, Talon.
Tomorrow.
Well, welcome back, Talon. It's okay. Hope you're having fun hanging out at your PC.
I'm guessing you intend to stand for the defense, don't you?
Yeah, if I can convince him. I'll try.
Although the Reaper appears to be turning down all offers of representation.
Thank you. I will get some hydration.
Hydration.
I'm surprised such a personal request would have been upheld. It seems unprecedented. Quite exceptional, in fact.
I know, right?
You're quite right, Miss Mikotoba.
Uh-huh.
Tomorrow's trial will be unprecedented and exceptional in every way.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, that means that it's gonna be a London trial with the whole
In the highest court of law.
with both the defense and the prosecution being foreigners.
Yep.
Huh. And that too.
After all, the accused is one of the Britain's greatest prosecutors, the pride of the Empire. It would be unwise to give the public a reason to perceive it as a judiciary closing ranks.
So that's why you're happy to let a foreigner handle the prosecution.
Ryunosuke. Naruhodo. Let's see how your skills have been honed after practicing law in this land for so many months. I don't have a sword!
Kazuma, I don't understand why you're being so hostile to me now. This isn't gonna end well, my friend.
Van Zix
My
told me
friend.
everything.
About?
About you know what?
I don't. Oh, yes, we noticed that there was a gun at the scene of Inspector Gregson's death. Do you know if it belongs to Lord Van Six?
That would be a question for the lead detective investigating the scene.
Well, the thing is, she wasn't sure, so she told me I should ask somebody higher up who might know.
That's right, Mr. Naruhodo. Be direct.
Talk
to him directly.
Susato acting like a mom.
Yeah.
It's certainly a model that's issued to all personnel involved in law enforcement, yes. Which includes prosecutors, that I'm sure you can imagine.
In that case, it could actually have belonged to the victim.
No, Gregson had his gun on his person.
Okay. What about Lord Van Six?
He claims it's currently not in his possession.
What?
According to his history, he lost it.
What?
In short, it's more than a little suspicious.
Oh, whoops! I lost my gun. Shush. But just because the gun in question is the same type as the defendant's is no proof that it's actually his.
No, of course not.
Nevertheless, there's a choice in this grave for Lord Van Six. Okay. Okay. It doesn't look like we're gonna glean much more here. Well, thank you very much, Lord Strongheart.
Remember, tomorrow's trial will go down in our empire's history. There's much you could learn from the public gallery.
Sorry to have taken up so much of your time. We'll see ourselves out. Ah! Hello, honey.
Before you go, Ryunosuke,
Oh, what is it, Kazuma? What the?
I just wanted to thank you.
Kazuma-sama. What? What?
You took my determination to hide and brought it with you over the ocean in my stead. And you carried out my road to perfection.
You always were intent on studying British law in order to change your own justice system. It was your dream, and Mr. Naruhodo didn't want that to die with you.
Yes, but I had another purpose for coming here.
Oh!
I actually have a favor to ask.
Which is?
This trial I'm prosecuting tomorrow, I'd like you to be there to see how it ends. Right in front of me, as a defense counsel.
Why? What's this all about? He's like, please come and stop me from my diabolical schemes.
Please be my husband.
He's like preparing to propose after the
Yeah.
case is over.
I know you have what it takes.
But Lord Van Six would never put his fate in my hands.
It's not about buts. On the contrary, he recognizes your talent.
He does?
It's not easy to see behind the facades sometimes. Here, have a look at this. Look at this photograph.
He looks so awkward.
Oh my
That's-
god.
Look at him with his bro. Aww. His brother really is just a more handsome version of him.
It's Dracula's and their butler.
Yeah. Wow. So cute. I love it.
Kawaii desu ne.
And I don't know, I just want to look. Look! It's the emblem he's wearing. Clint.
No, he's wearing a smile, Mina. That's what you're supposed to notice.
No, on his boob.
Wow, Mina.
The thing Clint is
Straight
wearing.
into boobs.
Yeah.
Wow. You're so simple.
The emblem that Clint is wearing, that's the one that Van Six is wearing on his
Mhm.
chest, right? The one he always grabbed. But yeah, look at
Mhm.
him. That's
That's Lord Van Six and Inspector Gregson.
in a photograph that must have been taken some time ago by the look of it. I mean, it's at least 10 years old.
What?
Considering that Clint is there? Wait, no. Was it 15 years ago? No. Fuck.
What?
When did Clint die again?
When he got killed.
Yeah, thank you. And That's the third person. It's
It's
come
10 years.
on! It's his
It's 10 years.
literally who could.
It was displayed very prominently in the detective's office.
In Gregson's office, you mean?
Yes, what I'm trying to say is, if you really think you can trust the Reaper, you might find that some straight talking makes him take a different view. Take it. I don't want it, take it. I don't
Okay,
wanna.
fine. Gee, I don't understand. Why are you giving me this?
Just hurry, Yonosuke. Visiting hours at the prison are almost over.
Ah, okay. Hoo-ha, hoo-ha, hoo-ha. Ah,
You're still standing here.
wah, wah,
You're not moving.
ah.
You need to press the button, Yonosuke.
Oh, what are you doing, Kazuma?
I'm pressing the button.
Why are you like this? Just
Well, that was something.
prison. Mistakes.
Prison.
I'm here. Goblin 6 is still reading that letter.
We've been gone quite some time, though.
Either he's an incredibly slow reader or it's an incredibly long letter. I might even be able to read English faster than he can.
Hashireso.
I
I was intending to ignore you entirely.
swear to God that you and Susie are doing this on purpose to antagonize
But
him so he'll come up here.
But I'm running out of words to pretend to read. But I can't turn a deaf ear to such insulting Nipponese.
Oh, sorry. I didn't think you'd hear that. He definitely did.
I had the case notes brought to me in secret. I was reading them to pass the time.
Him 5 minutes ago. Oh, the yardarm's so large as to share case details with the suspect. Him 5 minutes later. Oh, I got the case files. So which one is it, Vensix?
Yes, we heard that your
Oh,
trial is
God.
set for tomorrow.
It is none of your business.
So, have you found a lawyer? Also none of your business.
How many times I must reiterate the same thing? This has nothing to do with you.
In other words, no.
We were just talking to Lord Strongheart, and the prosecutor for your trial has been decided.
I expect nothing less, though I have no idea who it is.
It's gonna be Kazuma Sogi.
Asogi! I mean Bob!
That made that made the color drain from his face.
I can't believe Bob would do it to me. Well then. It seems I'm going to have to engage in conversation with you again after all.
Yes, we won this one. We won this one, boys. Okay, I'm leaving, but
10 years ago, my older brother, who was the director of prosecutions at the time, was murdered. And the killer, as you know, was a visiting student from the Far East. Not a single day goes by when I don't curse the name of Asogi.
Kenshin Asogi was Kazuma-sama's father.
Thank you, Suzato. So what cruel twist of fate is this now, 10 years later? The man's son is to crucify me in some kangaroo court. Thank you for noticing that.
I still don't understand why Lord Strongheart apprenticed Kazuma to you. Yeah, that's the part that's like, what?
It's what he does. No doubt he knew of the young man's true identity from the outset.
But what could you have been hoping to achieve?
And let's not forget that it was only 8 days ago that Kazuma recovered from his amnesia. Why would Lord Strongheart assign his trial to somebody like that?
Asogi. That name is the very epitome of my bane. The bane that is you
Right, your hatred of all is Japanese. How fun.
Fun. Only just being appointed as the prosecutor when it happened 10 years ago. My brother claimed that the director of the prosecution was hunting down a mass murderer.
The so-called professor.
Assigned to the investigation as his partner. I was a certain visiting student dispatched from Scotland Yard.
And that was Genshin Asogi.
Exactly. I developed a deep respect for the man. He seemed noble-minded and chivalrous in the extreme to me. But none of us saw the true nature of the man.
Ah, yeah, here. Sorry. This is my favorite theme.
I lost everything when it happened.
This is Van Seek's reminiscence theme. And I just love it.
Because I'm reminiscing.
Yes. I'm sorry, it's just so nice. And because I think we've heard it before, but I never get tired of listening to it.
My esteemed brother, the people I believed in, and any semblance of right prevailing over wrong.
Oh, how awful.
Indeed. To avenge my brother, I prosecuted in Asogi's trial.
I see.
I wouldn't ordinarily have been allowed, but I beleaguered as the ascribed prosecutor until he consented.
I see. So he like took over.
What do you mean by the ascribed prosecutor?
The man in charge of the prosecution, Professor Case inquiry, Lord Mal Strongheart.
Oh, there's definitely some bullshit that happened there. 100%. Wait, what? Lord Strongheart?
Was a highly accomplished prosecutor, but he agreed to relinquish the trial to me and act as my advisor instead. Since that time, he's the only one professor to whom I felt in debt.
I'm sure he must have seen your zeal for the case and recognized your potential as a prosecutor.
Anyway, time passed, but the earlier this year, who should arrive in London but you?
Oh!
And of all things, as a lawyer.
Right. I felt your animosity the first time I ever faced you in the courtroom. The obvious deep loathing of us Japanese.
I kept telling myself it was illogical. For so many years, that hatred has festered inside of me. I could no longer control it.
And I can understand why, now I know the history. Not that that makes it okay, but... Bad coping, right?
The same way that I've long felt the Nipponese to be the bane of my life. To Kazuma Sogi I am the bane of his. The Reaper who sent his father to the gallows. He's looking for revenge, and he intends to take it in court tomorrow.
Yeah. 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 Yep. Definitely.
Gregson transfer to the Paris Police Prefecture had finally been arranged for the coming month. But he'll never make it to France now. It's a tragedy.
Oh, yes, come to think of it, he did mention something about that, didn't he?
You did?
I wonder, does it happen often? Being transferred internationally, I mean.
It's the first time I've ever encountered it.
Oh!
Paris Police welcoming an English detective is almost inconceivable. I can't imagine what kind of magic Gregson has worked to pull that arrangement in place.
Sounds like that mystery has even the Reaper perplexed.
I'm afraid to say that we were very ignorant about Inspector Grigson's standing. We heard that he was considered something of a legend at Scotland Yard.
Again, it was 10 years ago that he first made a name for himself. I am covering a decisive piece of evidence that exposed the professor's identity. If it wasn't for Gregson's singular approach to the case, the discovery would never have been made.
What sort of approach?
With reproach, a After my brother's life was taken, the inspector pushed for a full autopsy.
Oh my! 10 years ago.
Why is that so surprising?
Autopsy was considered a desecration of the body at the time, and rarely performed.
Interesting.
My brother was of course a noble, that made the idea of even more unthinkable. Something Gregson had dug up in his investigation made him determined it was necessary.
Hmm. I almost accidentally closed down OBS. Ah! That happens sometimes. Sorry. I was like, ah!
What is this, X?
I'm crying.
His powerful conviction somehow influenced the House of Lords, and as a result, I could avenge my brother's death.
So, you must have had great confidence in the inspector's abilities then.
And it's even more inconceivable that you would have taken his life.
I don't have confidence in anyone,
Oh,
and I'm sure Gregson felt the same way. I've no doubt that he thought of me only as the ominous Reaper, just like the rest of London.
What really went on between Lord Van Seeks and Gregson, I wonder? What was the true nature of their relationship? About the gun used to shoot the inspector that was found at the scene.
Yeah, yes, that's not mine.
Really? Because common opinion seems to be that it is.
Are they wrong? What do you expect me to say to that?
the Strongheart informs us that you claim to have misplaced your firearm.
As embarrassing as that is, I'm afraid it is true.
When did you lose it then?
That I don't know.
Oh!
I was issued with a revolver when I first became a prosecutor 10 years ago. I must have stole it somewhere, I suppose. Or left it somewhere, perhaps.
You have something in common with Lord Van Six after all, Mr. Naruhodo. A talent for misplacing things.
No, this has nothing to do with me. Don't drag me into it.
Don't make the mistake of associating me with this Nipponese.
And he's like, ah, sorry, force of habit.
Oh dear,
Oh dear.
the rift is very wide, isn't it?
So it's not decisive
See,
evidence,
stuff in
clearly.
common.
But it doesn't look good, that's for sure. Okay, we are going to... Right, we need to go back, and then here. Take this. Love and Six. We came by this old photograph.
Where did you get that? It was taken when I became qualified prosecutor. It's almost unbelievable. I assume it was long lost.
Is the man on the left there?
Yes, that's my brother, Clint.
I mean, who else, right? Oh, thank you.
Clinton.
It had to be, really. Yeah, right! That's
Wow,
called
good job.
deduction.
Looking and telling.
Apparently this picture was prominently displayed in Gregson's office. He had a deep respect for you, you know? Were you aware of that?
Respect. That's nonsense.
No, we've heard someone attest to it very clearly. Inspector Gina Lestrade, no less.
Well, maybe once, yes. There was a time things were like that. Your brothers in arms, jovially discussing the future of justice and their other such lofty subject matter. That was a nice glimpse of the past. I thank you.
Aw. I feel as though I got a nice glimpse of the past then, too. There was a glimmer of light in his eyes. A brief twinkle. An insight into the true nature of this man known to all as the stone-cold Reaper of the Bailey.
Mr. Naruhodo.
He said our name?! Oh my god. Character development. Oh, this is the first time he's ever used my actual name.
I've lost all confidence in my country's justice system. I don't trust the police, the judiciary, or the lawyers. But there's still one thing I'm willing to believe in.
What's that?
That which you see in the eyes of the another across the courtroom. A simple determination to know the truth.
Lord Van Six. No one's ever said something so nice to me before.
From the very first time we clashed in the Bailey almost a year ago now. I couldn't deny it, even though I dearly wish I could. Here is a loathsome Nicholas, who has absolute integrity as a lawyer.
Ah! I don't know what to say. Oh my god. Wow.
Why are
Hey.
you blushing? There are only two other men I've known with the same look in their eyes. My brother Clint and Genshin Asogi.
The man he idolized and the man who betrayed his trust in the most hideous way.
You showed me that photograph just now. It reminded me.
You mean this photograph? Shows it again.
Back then I was able to laugh. I was free of the shackle of mistrust that plagued me now. I look to the future with hope. Since then I've protected myself against betrayal by refusing to trust anyone.
He really is just a sad little man, isn't he?
I beg your pardon? The times the mire to which I've sunk makes it almost impossible to breathe.
I'm so sorry.
So, Mr. Naruhodo, I want to believe in that look in your eyes. I need to believe in it. In tomorrow's trial, will you advocate for me?
Gee!
First Asogi proposes to me, now Van Zix, what's happening?
Aha! I'm such a lucky guy! Of course I will. It would be an honor.
Yeah.
So please, Mr. Naruhodo. You are such
You
a
actually
popular
talked.
young
You-
man.
You actually had a conversation.
Yeah.
Then my life is in your hands.
You had a conversation that wasn't a
Oh my god, does he hide bodies in here?
for Lord Van Six. That must have been an incredibly hard thing to ask. Which is why I simply cannot let the man down. Tomorrow, in the Old Bailey, against my old friend, Kazuma. Bruh. Okay. 'Tis time.
To be continued.
Speaking of, should we take just the smallest break now?
How small?
Just like a few minutes to like refreshen and get back.
I mean, sure. I mean, you're the host.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we will take, of course, we'll take a little break and then we'll be right back with whatever is waiting next. So we'll see you guys in a few minutes.
Ta-da! Nice. Hello, welcome back. We are returning with whatever the fuck is waiting for us now. I just had to get some more drink and stuff.
You drank.
Getting crank. Getting crunk. 2nd November,
Wrong.
8:56 a.m. The Old Bailey. Defendant's A&T chamber. There's that old familiar feeling again.
And this
The
music
crushing,
again.
the crushing pressure of this historic courthouse. Actually, no. It's a little different today. There's an even more menacing tension in the air. There's a menacing tension in the air here today, isn't there? I suppose. Yes, I think so. It's just him. It can only be the result of the menacing appearance of the defendant.
A little more courtesy, if you please.
Oh my! I do apologize!
However, you're certainly not mistaken that this trial is far from ordinary.
What do you mean?
I'm not privy to the details, however. I understand that no jury has been selected.
Wait, what? A trial without a jury? Well, that's just like the trial of the professor 10 years ago. A closed court. What?
Good morning, my dear fellows.
Mr. Sholmes!
A wild chance appear. Have you made a note of my hair, Naruhodo? An outright victory for science, you must agree.
To be perfectly honest, so much happened yesterday that, well, I completely forgot about your little hair problem.
Ha! What to one's man is a little hair problem. Is to another a day of drinking dubious potion after dubious potion. I have no idea how many stomach aches me this morning.
Oh dear! How awful for you. I'm afraid you only have yourself to blame, Mr. Sholmes.
Also, I just want to say, I'm so glad there is no jury.
Yeah!
And referring to you, Mr. Rip, I'm delighted to see you looking so full of whim.
I don't want to have to deal with them. Actually, I'm happy.
I see London's celebrating great detective is as active as ever. Oh my god, they're on the same screen.
Yeah, they're on the same screen. They're in the same room.
Oh, you exaggerate, my dear fellow, compared to my paltry engagements with a few tribal cases. The Reaper's overbearing presence is far a greater deterrent to the black roots of the criminal capital. That was a long sentence. And twice I may not agree with your methods. There is at least one point on which I would readily commend you. What an honor, and that would be... your eye for a good lawyer, sir. What a...
Mr. Sholmes!
I'm sorry, I'm just like...
Everybody loves you.
It's like, I also like, oh, it always baffles me when somebody gives this kind of compliment, you know?
Yeah.
When they actually compliment someone else.
Yep.
After all... Yeah, here it comes. Behind this lawyer, there is a very great mind. My own.
Really, he's just praising himself.
Yes, exactly, this is praising himself through freaking 2 proxies. You chose the lawyer that chose me.
Yeah.
and I applaud you. What are you trying to say? I wish only to say that you should be prepared for a quiet trial, Mr. Reaper. Do you get some fish and chips?
Where?
Sorry to barge in.
Sorry. Oh, okay, thank God. It was only just
Gina?
Pudding.
It's who?
Gina?
Iris?
Edith? Where would it be Edith? What would she be doing here?
I don't know. Maybe Gina.
It's just irising.
Maybe it's Susato.
Sure.
Maybe it's Soseki. Maybe it's Mikotoba.
Oh, it's
Oh, it's
Gina
both.
and Mikotoba? Okay, we got double
Double
whammy.
Sorry to interrupt. But it's us.
Gina!
Mikotoba.
What's that on her arm? It's a mourning band, I suppose. That's so sad.
Also, this is definitely sounding too close to morning
Father!
band, as you know.
Shouldn't you be at the symposium?
Isn't postponed, so I have some free time and I'm actually not busy. I decided to come along with the police inspector to see our country's up and coming student in action.
I see.
But I heard he's a prosecutor.
Right.
So I just decided to watch my daughter. I shall be very interested to see the fruits of your studies over the past year.
Well, it's an honor to have you here. Let's hope there are some fruits to see.
Whatever do you mean?
Otto. Oh.
My name is not
Yes,
Otto,
Mina?
not Atom.
Why'd you agree to this, eh? Why'd you take him on? This Reaper bloke. Everyone says it was him what killed the boss. I'm sorry, Gina. But I just don't believe that. Well, if it weren't him, who was it? I don't know that. Yet. I don't care who calls him what. The Reaper's just a name. He's just a person at the end of the day. And if it was him what killed the boss, then God help him.
Fiery eyes indeed. Yes, the culprit deserves every ounce of your loathing.
Hey?
At least that may be some solace to the deceased.
Please, Otto. Whoever did this. For the boss. Aww. Oh, Gina. I am feeling this useless. But there's nothing I can do. I've gotta find who done this. And make the wretch pay. That's what they're trying to do, defendant! Call me attention shortly! Make your way to the common once, please! Sorry. Gotta continue the tradition. Alright then, here we go. It's time, isn't it, Odo? 12 and 6. Let's go, fam! One who lost his treasured brother to a mass murderer. One who lost his treasured father in a foreign court of law.
And me.
And one who lost the man who helped her escape destitution. And me. All that misfortune, all that pain, on course to collide headlong in this trial. It's time to shine a light on all these dark events. And whatever truth is revealed, we're going to have to look it straight in the eye.
Ooh.
Okay. 2nd of November, 9:20 a.m. The Old Bailey courtroom. Oh shit. There's the whole family here.
In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session. We are here to conduct the fair and just trial of the defendant, Borden von Six. Counsels for the defense and prosecution, are you ready to begin?
The defense is ready, my lord. I keep forgetting I put this outfit on him because we barely ever see him.
Now you know.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
The prosecution is more than ready. I have two swords.
Oh, Kazuma-sama. He's so wonderful. Stunning! I've been wishing to see you in court again for so long. It feels... But I never pictured it happening like this. I never thought I'd be facing you behind the prosecution bench.
The so-called Reaper of the Bailey has has been scourged like no other, undermining Her Majesty's justice system. Today we must uncover the truth behind this scourge.
In other words, this trial is going to be a lot more far-reaching than Inspector Gregson's murder.
The truth revealed by this proceeding might have unpredictable repercussions through the judiciary.
Oh gee.
Accordingly, they are to be conducted as a closed trial with no members of the public present. By Her Majesty direct orders.
Oh, Vicky. How will that work, my lord?
All the burdens of all our arbitration and adjudication falls on my shoulders. Therefore, as you will see, the juror's bench shall remain vacant today.
If no members of the public are present, might I ask who is currently occupying the gallery, my lord?
The members of the judiciary are here to witness proceeding and ensure an equitable trial.
Members of the judiciary.
Oh my! This is a very unusual trial already.
There is, of course, another unprecedented aspect to these proceedings on which I must elaborate. The counsel for the prosecution and the defense are both aliens of Great Britain! What in the...
Indeed.
Give me a second, I need to close my window, somebody started fireworks.
Fair. It's only November, too. Gee.
Okay, done. Yeah, I know it's like I know it like you say it's November, but not so far away from me is a freaking wedding house.
Makes sense.
So, yeah. I believe it takes an outsider to see the truth sometimes. And as I stand here in this courtroom now, I'm quite certain. This is the reason why I had to come to Britain.
Casimir? Jesus!
Yeah.
He is being weird.
Very well, let us commence proceedings. Prosecutor Asogi, your opening statement, if you please. Hi. Certainly, my lord.
Dick butt.
No, my scroll is longer. The incident that took place on 1st November at just after 5 o'clock in the afternoon. The location was a building of flats on Fresno Street on the outskirts of the city. The victim's body was discovered there in the old single-room rental property. Yes, Inspector Tobias Gregson, a name known very well indeed in this court. Not least for his miraculous resolution of one of this country's grimmest cases 10 years ago.
Yay, hit pads. Ooh, wait. Okay, Pat! Wait. Wait, can you see? Oh, it's beneath Poodle.
Yeah.
There we go, above Poodle.
Ah, hit pat. Thank you for hit pats.
Doot doot. See, I have a hit pat prepared to get hit patted. Doot, 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 doot.
Thank you. Very comfy hit pat.
Also remember, if you want to hear Mina sing, it's doable.
It is, but...
Just let me know. Also remember, if you choose Mina sing, you need to decide what you want Mina to sing.
No. I decide. Fuck you. I'd just be able to sing Baka Mitai 500 times if I let anyone else decide. I'm
Wow.
not fucking with that.
The Professor Case.
I'm such a mess.
No, go to the... Yeah. How sure are you about the time of the incident?
Several witnesses on the street outside heard the gunshot, and all have reported at the same time.
Yes, that's what Gina's told us too. There were a number of witnesses.
I have here a plan of the room. victim was found curled up in one's corner. It's believed that he was shot from the front at point-blank range and died instantly. How was the range been determined? There were scorch marks around the entry wound. Such marks are caused by the gunpowder used to fire the bullets.
Okay.
But powder hot enough to leave scorch marks is only ejected a few inches beyond the end of the barrel. In other words, it only happens when the target is at point-blank range. Ah yes, thank you for your detailed explanation, Counsel.
Okay. Oh! Okay, new name, Coroner Maria Gorey. Jesus. Names!
Gary?
Time of death is left at blank. Why? Like, it doesn't even say undetermined or anything. It's just blank. Weird. Causative. Victim was shot in the chest of clone trace from the front, resulting in instant death. Scorch marks at point of entry. The bullet exited the body from behind. Additional observations. The caliber of the gun used matches that of standard issue firearms for members of the judiciary. Okay.
And have you managed to ascertain the owner of this firearm? No, my lord, not conclusively.
Bravo, Kazuma-sama. We're not trying to use the gun as evidence when its provenance can't be proven.
Furthermore, my lord, as I've explained, the revolver was fired at extremely close range. The bullet passed through the victims and struck the wall behind him. There's a candelabrum mounted on the wall, and the tip of one of the candles in it was found to have been blown off by the projectile.
We noticed that too, didn't we?
Yes, that's right.
Thank you for the thorough report, Counsel. The setting of the crime is clear to me. You will submit the plan of the crime scene as evidence, please.
Ring.
As you wish, my lord.
Ring.
Is this Fresno Street room Inspector Gregson's private abode?
Okay.
No, my lord. The room is rented to a Mr. Hugh Boone.
The most non-fake name on the planet.
But there is precious little furniture inside and is generally in a poor state of repair.
So what on earth was Gregson even doing there?
Presumably, he was investigating some case or other.
The policeman was informed of the gunshot from the witnesses and rushed to the scene. He found only the deceased inspector and the accused standing alongside, holding the revolver.
Okay, he committed on you, did he?
Oh my god, a gun! Whoosh!
The attending officer arrested the accused on the spot. So the details of the case are clear. In that case, the prosecution would like to call its first witness. A name, please, counsel. Naturally, the accused himself.
What do you mean naturally?
That means it's natural.
Lord Van Six? The man
Yes,
himself?
the Zixi.
Oh. Here.
As a prosecutor, he believes in oath of office he's taken, and will be compelled to tell the truth. Very well, let the defendant take the witness stand.
What is your game here, Asogi?
The gracious attorney. So, witness, state your name and occupation for the court. Barak von Six, Old Bailey prosecutor. I presume, Lord Van Six, that you heard Prosecutor Asogi opening presses. I did. It is alleged that you were found at the scene of the crime, and that you were arrested by the arriving police officer. Can you confirm this? Yes, my lord. Then I'm sure the court would like to hear you explain some things away. Namely, why you were there in a room on Fresno Street at the time in question.
Finally.
And what exactly took place. I intend to explain away nothing. I will simply tell the truth. I must say, Lord Von Six, I never imagined this day would come. Or rather, I didn't want to imagine it would come. But since you became known as the Reaper, a part of me has been dreading it. Your formal testimony then, witness. I was investigating Gregson, and my inquiries had led me to that address. When I first entered the room that day, it was dark inside and I saw no one. A moment later, I heard the gunshot. I spun around and saw the revolver on the floor. Just as I picked the firearm up to examine it, the door flew open and I heard a man scream. It was only then that the body of Inspector Gregson appeared before me.
What? Oh my god, that makes my head hurt. What? It appeared?
That testimony was the whole truth? It was. So, you heard a shot being fired in a room with no living occupants. And moments later, a corpse somehow appeared before your eyes. Is that it? You're right, you haven't explained away anything. In fact, that would barely qualify as an excuse. I thought you were my mute apprentice, Bob.
Oh, good one.
Yet it turns out you have a way with words, Prosecutor Asogi.
Jesus.
Or rather, Bob.
Or shall I call you?
It would appear to be a singular tale indeed. Singular isn't the word, it's laughable. No, it's laudable.
He's got into Kazuma. He's not behaving like himself at all. He's being way more bitchy than usual.
He's probably hungry. Very well then. Counsel, you may begin your cross-examination.
Time to inquire him about literally everything. Yes, my lord. Time to asking about everything.
I was investigating.
Wait! You're investigating the inspector. What on earth for?
I'm not at liberty to say.
Sorry?
I identified a distinct possibility that Gregson was involved in a case I was investigating. Regrettably, though, he was killed before I could secure the proof I needed. It's important to understand, then, that on day on question we followed the victim to the scene. No, I was privy to his moving in advance.
Huh. How?
I stole into his office in the yard and consulted his diary. The address on Fresno Street was noted on 5 p.m. entry. You illegally entered the man's office. In Japan, that alone would constitute a very serious offense. As it does in Great Britain, I assure you. Is that not the case, Lord Van Zix? I was aware of the possible consequences. In summary, you were investigating the victim. And yet, you refused to tell the court why.
It just means that someone way higher up is shutting him up.
I didn't realize British prosecutors enjoyed such freedom to choose what to divulge under oath.
Ugh. Why did I ever think I could defend this man? Ripped my entire ass?
When I first entered the room that day, it was dark inside and I saw no one.
You know the feeling when... Click the wrong button! Had you ever been to the address before?
No, never. I only learned of the place as a result of my investigation into Gregson activities. There was no light inside when I entered, so it was all but impossible to make out anything.
But at 5 p.m., the sun would only just have gone down. It would still have been reasonably light outside.
The room has a window, but it was boarded shut. Very little light found its way into the room from outside, so it was extremely murky inside. I wouldn't have noticed if the victim was already lying on the floor.
I see.
There was no artificial light in the room, you say? You're quite sure? I'm quite sure the part of the room where the body was found was very dark. I have a feeling there was a small oil lamp burning on the desk, though I couldn't say for certain.
Look, Mr. Naruto. There's a small desk in the room just here.
Yes, I remember, and there was an oil lamp on it. As well as the framed photograph.
When I entered the room, I closed the door behind me and started towards the desk to investigate.
And what did you find?
Nothing, I never actually reached the desk.
So... Who fired the gun?
I have no idea. I didn't see anybody else in the room.
But you say it was very dark in there.
Yes, that's right. All I can tell you is I didn't sense another presence.
Okay. Aha! Then it could be a ghost! Oh, yeah. That the gunshot actually originated from somewhere outside the room.
No, that's out of the question.
Oh.
Without doubt, the sound estimated from inside the room. I could smell the gunpowder.
This is going from bad to worse.
And you say that's the point at which you noticed the revolver on the floor? Correct. And I foolishly picked it up. That was careless on my part. Again, it happened. Presumably, then, the gunshot you heard come from the firearm that you somewhat hastily took in your hand. It's loaded. In a point fact, my lord, I believe I did not. It did not.
What?
The barrel of the revolver I picked up was cold, and there was no smell of spent powder.
But then, where on earth is the gun that was fired?
Whilst I would like to oblige you with the answer, I'm afraid I can't. I too would dearly like to know that.
Lord help you, please. A man, you say? One of the witnesses, I presume?
That's right, one of the street merchants working on Fresno Street. Who are the merchants? A number of them had set up their stalls directly beneath the board window of the crime scene. A match seller, a newsmonger, and a peddler. They've all given statements saying they heard the gunshot.
I see.
And without thought of danger, they ran inside to see what had happened.
Yes, Gina told us about that yesterday, didn't she?
They pushed through the door with some force, it would seem. They did, and almost gave me a heart attack in the process.
But you're supposed to be the Reaper.
The first man to come in immediately noticed the revolver in my hand and fled.
Because I can't blame him.
A policeman patrolling on Fresno Street heard the commotion. And was able to arrest the accused shortly after the incident occurred. Anyway, the man's scream drew my attention in that direction.
What do you mean by that? In what way did the body appear?
I honestly can't explain it, but it's the truth. As far as I was concerned, the body hadn't been there until that point, and then suddenly, there it was.
Did you perhaps hear the sound of the victim falling to the ground just beforehand?
At that moment, what I heard was the sound of the door flying open and the scream of the man who came inside first, nothing more.
I see.
After the man fled, I examined the body. I was stunned to find it was Gregson. Most curious circumstances indeed. How the inspector was killed or how his body seemed to appear out of nowhere. I have no idea.
Here he comes. Oh, he's angry.
Surely the court has heard enough.
Ah!
My lord, the cross-examination has clearly revealed that the accused, Baron von Zix, is lying on multiple fronts.
Here comes his new theme. I'm sorry, I really like SOVs. This one, by the way, fun fact, do you want to know what this theme is called? It's called The Revived Prosecutor. The game devs were like, how do we make it so that people don't look at the track list before playing the game? Sorry, I always found it amusing. Like, there was literally like, because if you've noticed anything about the other themes, you can also hear parts. Just listen here. There it is. It has parts of his old themes in it. So it's just like, if you listen to this before playing the second game, it's just like, what is that supposed to mean?
Good gracious, counsel.
Also, this is my cross-examination. Step out!
The defendant is lying, you say? In his testimony just now, he claims that he failed to notice the victim's body because the room was dark. That's correct. No, that's impossible. As proven by this candelabrum.
How does that prove anything?
If you examine the tip of the long candle, you can see has been blown off by a powerful impact. One would assume the projectile from the firearm passed through the victims and struck the candle.
Sorry, I'm just vibing. This is also one of my favorites.
The problem comes when they consider the two of candles which are clearly at different length. Yes, I can see that only the candle that appears to have been struck by the bullet is long. You could reasonably expect someone to have it all three candles together.
Yeah.
It begs the question of why only one has ended up longer than the other.
That must be because that particular candle was extinguished when the others were still burning. Oh!
That's right, when the candle was hit by the bullet, it obviously went out. But the other two candles would still have been burning, so the fact is...
That seems very highly doubtful, though. I don't know.
The victim's body would have been illuminated by the light still thrown by the candelabrum.
Sorry, I love listening to this. Why is the music in this game so good?
The accused claim that he couldn't see the body clearly contradicts those facts.
I mean, so if we're to conclude that he's telling the truth, then there are two things. Is that one is that maybe something was hiding the body, and two, whatever blew the fuck up wasn't a gun. It's like, ah.
And now to the next lie.
There's more?
Yes.
Ah.
The accused claimed never to have visited the scene of the crime before. Was that true? In that almost empty room, the police discovered something very unusual. A board covered from top to bottom in police documents and newspaper cuttings.
Yes, that's right. We saw it too.
It goes without saying that the contents of the police documents cannot be divulged. However, they included a number of reports from various historical cases.
Oh, wait, his angle here is that this was Van Seeks' room, I think.
The oldest of which was from 10 years ago.
10 years ago. This is starting to sound familiar.
And there is a common thread linking all the documents on the board. Indeed, what is this common thread, Counsel? The all relate to cases prosecuted in court by Baron von Zix.
Oh, look at him in his smug ass. Oh my god, I'm gonna slap him. All of them? Gee, that's a lot.
And furthermore, all those cases are ones in which the defendant was acquitted. Good lord! Interestingly, none of the defendants are alive today. Because all of them have been sent to the graves by the Reaper.
Ah! I mean, I guess there are... Yeah, I mean, I guess there are a few there, because... I mean... Whoever lived in that apartment must have been involved with the Reaper. Definitely wasn't Ben Seeks, because, you know, he's the defendant. So I'm going by Ace Attorney logic. So it's gotta be Greggy or Hugh Boone. Who, if that's your real name. And that's about it. Ah!
Oh no.
In short, that dingy little room is the Reaper's secret hideout and his base of operations.
Have you noticed he doesn't even do it with his fist? I think he's actually banging with his arm. Because his fist isn't even clenched. Interesting. I didn't even notice that. His hand is just like loosely there. He's just like... The Reaper's hideout?
And yet the Reaper would claim never to have been in his own secret hideout.
Haven't we already established that he's not it? Oh my god.
No one would believe that. No, the truth is, we've been looking at it backwards.
Fine.
Backwards? Explain, Counsel. Inspector Gregson was investigating the identity of the Reaper. When he discovered the location of the man's secret hideout, he was killed. As I'm sure everyone can imagine, by the Reaper's hand.
What?
Order! 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 Very well, I hereby state the current opinion of the court. Marek von Zix is an outstanding prosecutor who has rendered great service to this country. However, it will deep regret that I must concur with the prosecutor Asogi's contention. The defendant testimony exhibits a number of stark inconsistencies with the known facts. All I have done is state the truth as I know it.
This must have done a brilliant job as ever. He's drawing on his experience as a defense attorney to build his prosecution case, and it's formidable.
Counsel, will submit the board that you just showed the court as evidence. I believe it will be fundamental in establishing the facts surrounding the Reaper's existence. Thank you, my lord. And now the prosecution would like to call new witnesses to the stand.
Oh wow, he brought the whole dang thing here.
Mina, we had a carriage.
There are details on a whole raft of cases dating back years and here, aren't there?
This paper from 10 years ago is browning with age. Look.
Out of interest, the most recent thing appears to be this newspaper cutting here.
Oh, it's the same red-handed league advertisement that Mr. Schultz picked out.
And do you remember? There was a red hair piece at the scene too.
Was Inspector Brixton an exponent of the red-headed league then? Oh. Always look at the back of the evidence! I've learned that from the newspapers.
Oh, what's this? Mr. Naruhodo, look!
Oh yes, it's a smudge of some kind. In fact, it looks just like a handprint.
And the color? That's blood, isn't it?
Oh dear.
Oh dear, how disturbing.
I knew it. I know this game too well. Okay, I think...
Witnesses who saw events unfold on the day in question.
They were mentioned in the previous testimony too, if you remember.
Yes, the street sellers who heard the gunshot and went running into the room.
Very well, let the witnesses in. The defendant might step down from the witness stand. Certainly, my lord.
Ah. Okay. Oh, hey! Hello! You're back from the first game, I see. Okay.
So, witnesses, state your name and occupation for the court.
I think that now's as good a time as any. We return
Not
again.
as any. I think that's probably the best in long.
Yeah, because we're gonna be stuck with these guys for a while, because there are 3 of them. And we'll be back tomorrow, so it's not like there'll be a huge wait or anything. So we're gonna get back with these witnesses tomorrow. I hope you had fun today, everybody. It was definitely fun for me. Getting to meme on people.
You meanie.
I'm a meanie. A meme and a meanie. Anyway, yeah, so we'll be back with more of whatever the fuck this is tomorrow. And let's hope we can find the husband, I guess. That kind of just got left on the floor, didn't it?
What husband?
I know, right? So we're
Wait, you mean Van Zix?
Yep. Yeah, so, I hope I will see you guys tomorrow. And hope you have a nice night. Good night. Oyasumi na.
Oyasumi na.